What's good, fellas? Welcome to this presentation. Today, I want to talk about the spirit that attracts women. The spirit that attracts women. And this spirit is the spirit of challenge. You know, some of us, we make it a little bit too easy, man. We make ourselves too easy. We just put it all on a platter for the girl. Like, hey, I like you, and it's easy. Just come, let's go on a date, and I love you already. And you just make it too damn easy for these girls, bro. And you gotta remember that these girls, all they gotta do is put one little picture on Tinder, and thousands of dudes start swarming them, bro. You know what I mean? So easy is they're not interested in easy. They're looking for that challenge. They're looking for that guy that they can't really put in a box. That guy that's qualifying them. That actually they have to work for him, right? He's not that easy. Maybe he gives them a little. What you want to do is you have to show some kind of interest, right? Because if you show no interest, then she's just gonna think you don't like her. But it's like you show a little interest, but you make it like it's kind of like you're dangling the what is it, like the cat, the yarn ball for the cats. You dangle the yarn ball, but you never fully give it to them, right? So maybe you give them a little attention, but then you pull back. That's how you want to do it. It's like you just don't want to just put all your cards on the table right away. Just, oh, I love you and you're so amazing, da da da. Like when I walk up to a woman, I will be direct and say, hey, I think you're attractive. I want to come and say hi. But the delivery of it is very casual and relaxed. So it's like, okay, yes, I'm interested, but it's not like I'm like, oh my goodness, you are so attractive, I just had to come and say hi. And even that might even work, because it's like you can see I'm being exaggerated. But I'm talking about like a dude who, like, you could just tell, like, he's just so into the girl and he can't believe he's talking to her. Like that shit, those kind of vibes, nah, bro, that's not what's gonna get the women. I'm telling you, especially if we're talking about quality women, they have too many options, bro. You can't show up and be easy. You gotta show up with a little challenge. You gotta qualify these girls. You gotta ask her, what makes you interesting? Or you gotta talk about things and that challenge her mind, right? Talk about what you wanna talk about. Show her that it's not that you are the prize, right? And that she needs to measure up, right? You are a king and she is a commoner. And this is just the mindset you gotta have, bro, because it's powerful. You see yourself as a king. You see her as a commoner, and basically she needs to qualify to become your queen. That's the mindset, the frame you want to have when you're talking to a woman. So you are the prize. You are up here. You're the king, and she's the commoner. She's the villager or whatever, right? And you're speaking to her as if, okay, I see the potential of you possibly becoming a queen, but you need to qualify. I need to know more. Yes, you're beautiful, but that's not enough. I need to know more. I need to see if you have similar values. I need to see what are your standards. I need to see what is your future like. What is your vision? What are you doing right now? I need to know more. It's not enough. You don't have me yet. You kind of have me because of your beauty. That's right. But there's so many beautiful girls. What else is there? What else is there? That's the vibe you want to have. You want to have this vibe of you are a challenge and you are challenging her to live up to your expectations. Not the other way around, you chasing her, trying to prove yourself to her. Fuck that, bro. That's gonna just either get you straight in the friend zone or get you blocked, deleted, rejected, whatever word. We're not going for that, right? We want to communicate in an attractive way. We want to communicate from the right frame, right? And the frame is you are a king. She's a commoner, a villager. You're approaching her, right? And you're approaching her as a king, and you're looking, and you're basically, the vibe is, okay, I'm a king and I'm looking for a queen. Let me see, do you measure up? Not any woman gets to be a queen. This is a very high status position, right? So why do you deserve that? And that is how you must communicate. And if you're having a hard time communicating from that, you need to work on your inner game, right? I can help you with that. Okay, just message me, tell me, hey man, I like what you're saying about being a king. How do I start tapping into this energy? How do I stop tapping into this beingness, right? It's gonna come from your daily activities. What are you doing? If you wanna feel like a king, you have to be taking actions and living like a king, right? You gotta create a frequency, a vibe around you where you feel like a king, where you feel powerful, you feel valuable. So when you approach a woman, you're not approaching her like a slave. You're not approaching her like a pauper. You're approaching her like a king. There's a difference. So I am more focused on the frame, Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you what lines to say and all this shit. It's not about no lines, right? It's about grounded masculinity, authentic expression, and leadership, and then having a proper frame, and also, you know, making your archetype as sexy as possible, right? Find the things that you can max out on them, Bring up your value, right? It makes the game so much easier when your value is obvious. When it's not obvious, that's when you have to do a lot of talking and a lot of game and a lot of strategy and this and that. But just make your value more obvious, man. Even the subtleties in your communication, the frames of how you communicate. You see, you want to have the right frames because she's paying attention to the subtleties, the sub-communication, the behavior, the body language, the eye contact, the tonality, all these little things. These are the things that a line is not going to hide. You see what I'm saying? It's the inner game. It's the inner game. It's what's inside in your heart and in your mind. And that's what's being communicated on the outside. And she's interpreting that information and then she's responding to that. Okay? So the spirit of challenge, stop being so easy, be more challenging for these women. And I gave you a frame that's very powerful. See yourself as a king, see her as a commoner, a villager, whatever, and she needs to qualify to be with a king. So you speak to her like that. It's almost like you're interviewing her, not literally, but it's like more like, okay, I know my value. What's your value? Okay, I understand you're beautiful, but what else you got going? So you're talking to her, but you're screening her. You're screening her. You know, you see that when you go to a job interview, that the way how it's set up is you, the person who's interviewing you within the hierarchy of that company, he's higher than you. And you're qualifying yourself to him. And so that's how you want to do it when you're approaching a woman, right? You have the value. You are the prize. She must qualify herself to you. Okay? You're not like, oh, here, you have me already. No, right? That's too easy. That is the advice for today. If you need help, if you need guidance, if you would like to be able to approach, attract, and date your dream girl, hit me up, private message me. I'll give you some tips specific to your situation. If possible, we may even jump on a call and I can give you like a free session and we can kind of go from there. And if you need long-term coaching, like if this is an area of your life you'd like to handle, you like to completely handle your dating life, you want to start going on dates, right? You want to start meeting women and start getting some relationships and be able to have choice so you can finally find that girl that is right for you. Private message me and let's get it going. See you in the next videos. Peace.